MEG FUMING. Joe Rogan irritates Meghan as MIMICS queen saying American hussy that ruined my prince. Controversial comic Joe Rogan mocked Meghan Markle in an episode of his Spotify podcast The Joe Rogan Experience, before the former royal and husband Prince Harry expressed their concerns over his COVID vaccine views. Joe Rogan called Meghan Markle a little American hussy who would turn Prince Harry into a Kardashian in an Unearthed podcast. Joe Rogan, who regularly attracts 11 million listeners and is currently facing a storm of controversy over his interviews about COVID-19, mimicked the Queen when discussing the couple's choice to step back from the firm. During the Unearthed podcast, American-British Mr. Baker explained how he had dual citizenship, before expressing his disappointment with Prince Harry over how Megxit was handled. "Has Prince Harry left the throne?" said Rogan as he mimicked the Queen. "That's a remarkably accurate voice," replied Mr. Baker, to which the presenter said, "Thank you, I've worked hard at it." Mr. Baker continued, "You know they want to be financially independent, you know they trademarked Duke and Duchess of Sussex in a variety of different ways apparently. And she's going to go back to doing whatever she did. It's that little America hussy he's hooked up with. She's going to turn him into a Kardashian," joked Rogan when imitating the Queen. He added, "They're already so popular, all they need to do is start endorsing makeup lines and sneakers and watches. That little American hussy has ruined my prince," he added in his mimicking tone. "They are going to start a reality show. I guarantee you some creepy producer got a hold of them and goes, guys, listen, you're wasting your time over here in England, it rains too much." Mr. Baker joked that the pair sounded like Page Six or something before Rogan searched for how much money the Queen makes in a year. Imagine being a poor person and you find out that the Queen, who literally does nothing, is making a $100 million in a year, the podcaster said, while his guest insisted, "I don't think I could ever say anything negative about the Queen, I feel like she's grandma." Performing his version of the Queen's voice again, Rogan said, "Thank you, Michael, thank you for standing up for me. That hooligan Joe Rogan and his terrible internet show would be illegal in my country. I deserve that $100 million, you little F." Mr. Baker replied, "Think about all the public service she does, it's incredible," to which Rogan said she's amazing. In March 2021, it was reported that the royal family currently receives 25% of the Crown Estate's profits. They previously received 15%, but it was increased to pay for a huge program of refurbishments at Buckingham Palace. The Queen conducted 296 official engagements in 2019, when she was given £82.4 million in taxpayer funding. The palace claims this is equivalent to £1.23 for every person in the UK. Over the last week, Joe has come under fire for interviewing Dr. Robert Malone, who claimed on the Joe Rogan Experience that Americans were hypnotized into wearing masks and getting vaccines. Harry and Meghan revealed they had complained to Spotify about the all-too-real consequences of COVID-19 misinformation on its platform. The controversial commentator has angered several celebrities, who have accused the presenter of spreading COVID vaccine misinformation. In a statement released through their Archie Foundation, Meghan and Harry said, "Since the inception of Archie, we have worked to address the real-time global misinformation crisis. Hundreds of millions of people are affected by the serious harms of mis and disinformation every day. Last April, our co-founders began expressing concerns to our partners at Spotify about the all-too-real consequences of COVID misinformation on its platform." The couple continued, "We have continued to express our concerns to Spotify to ensure changes to its platform are made to help address this public health crisis. We look to Spotify to meet this moment and are committed to continuing our work together as it does."